All right, we're here to do another Baystate Sox recap. There has been a lot going on with Boston Red Sox. It looks like there's a huge rift growing. Uh, I think it's beyond repair now between Cora and Bloom. We're going to get into that. We're going to get into this gauntlet of a schedule that they had over the last 10. It was bad. They had Houston first down at Minute Maid. They went 2-2. You had the likes of Paxton getting shelled, Sale not doing great. Houck and Whitlock were back. Houck has been better. Whitlock, he made that really athletic play, but not great. They went 2-2 in their first stretch in Minute Maid Park, and it looked like it was over after they lost the first two games. On the Bastards of Boston baseball, we had a eulogy for the Red Sox because the series against the Houston Astros was a playoff series for the Red Sox. I think they fell to 3.5 out, but the team they were chasing was Houston because Seattle soared. Seattle just went to the moon. They took over the AL West out of nowhere. They were behind you in the wild card, and now they run the AL West. So the team you were chasing was Houston. You were down 2 games already. It was bad. The guy you had to beat was their first pitcher, Javier. He's not good, and they lost to him. In both series, they lost him. Spoiler alert. But yeah, then they had Verlander in the second game. Verlander's a freaking beast. They're not going to beat Verlander. It looked like it was done, but the Sox pulled out a scrappy game off of the bat of Adam Duvall in Game 3. Adam Duvall, in his whole stretch, has been the best player for the team, honestly. He's been fine defensively, but the defense hasn't been blowing anyone away. Adam Duvall has been the best player on the team, just contribution-wise. Adam Duvall, before he was injured too, he was an MVP candidate. The Red Sox were soaring. They had the high-flying offense. They didn't have any starting pitching, and they had a terrible defense, but they were winning games off of Duvall, the right-handed hitter that was just crushing. They blew him out in Game 4. The Red Sox won 17-1. The Astros, it's a teaser again for round 2, but the Astros, they let one of their arms go out and die, Brandon Bilek. And it's a teaser for what is to come with the Red Sox. But yeah, that was the first Houston series in Minute Maid Park. They fell to at max 3.5 games back. Then you had the Dodgers. You had the Dodgers at home. Now, this first game was an Apple TV game, so it was hard for people to watch unless you were illegally streaming. This game was in the bag. They lost 7-4, right? But I remember you had Casas on second and Wong on first, and you had a big hit by Verdugo. I know, Baystate Sox has been going off on Connor Wong. I hate doing it because I like Connor Wong. He's a great defensive player, and his bat shows up. He's an interesting young prospect. And he's athletic. He's wicked athletic. We didn't even do the Yankees recap because we did a Yankees recap before, so I didn't want to do Sox Yanks again. But Wong made an athletic play at the end of that series. But in this series, he's running with his head down. He's not looking forward. Casas is held at third, and Wong is going to run right into Casas. Little League base running. We've been looking at that all season, really. Wong gets caught in between second and third, and he's tagged out. And that cost the team the game. Verdugo had a big hit in a clutch spot with two guys on base. And once again, the Red Sox, our heads are just not in the game. Just lapses on defense, base running. Whenever they're not batting, straight lapses. And it cost the team this game. Now, the Red Sox would win Game 2 against the Dodgers, but they got smoked in Game 3. They got smoked. So if you don't make these dumb mistakes, it's another shot where that would be in the win column instead of the loss column, and these add up. And that's how this has been going all season, is lapses costing games. Connor Wong cost you another one. I love the kid, but he's got to figure this stuff out. The Red Sox, in the third game of the series, left Chris Murphy out to dry. He was going in against Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman, Peralta, Rosario, Muncy. These guys are stacked. They're really good. And you went with Houck in the beginning and then Murphy to pitch 4 innings. And Murphy got destroyed, man. Gave up 9 hits, 6 runs. Yeah. Not great. But the theme continues of bullpen preservation, which is what we're talking about today with the Baystate Sox. This game is the one that I've been trying to get into. It's game 1 of Astros Red Sox in round 2 of the gauntlet. The Sox lost 13-5. They got shelled, man. Sale gave you 4 2/3, and then guess who came in? Yep, we're going to talk about him. Kyle Barraclough. And Barraclough went 4 1/3, gave up 11 hits, 10 runs. Cora let him out to die. He put him on the hill, let him out to die. And Barraclough is a good sport about it. He knew he was going to go the rest of the game for bullpen preservation. But what I'm trying to say is, yeah, you're preserving your arms and all this. The Red Sox were in this game in the 6th inning. Once again, Adam Duvall. This pitch is out of the zone. It's above the zone. It's like approaching neck area. It's a high fastball, a high four-seamer that usually kills Raffy. That's been killing Raffy the whole stretch, is the high fastball that he just chases and he's always too slow to hit. But not Duvall. Duvall hit a homer, an atom bomb in this spot. And the Red Sox were winning in the 6th inning. And then you put out Barraclough, and he collapsed. Sox gave up 6 runs in the 6th. Brutal. There was a spot where Barraclough only gave up like 2 or 3 runs, right? And you could have pulled him. There. It's still in chasing distance. You could go all in to try to win this game. because you need it. As I was saying, you were chasing the Astros, and you already punted on the game prior against the Dodgers. You punted on that game to preserve your pen for this series. And then you punt another one that you were winning, and you were still in chasing distance to win. You gave up on it. The Sox got blown out at home, 13-5. And this is a really emotional team. When that happens to them, they turn off. They turn off, man. They got swept in this series. They got swept by the Astros. They lost 6-2 in game 2 and then 7-4 in game 3. And they had no fight in either one of those games. The one game that they were in striking distance before was this first game that they gave up, lost 13-5. Same thing with game 1 against the Dodgers. Wong getting picked out cost them that game. Yeah, they won game 2. They were able to bounce back, but game 3, they didn't have it. If you win game 1, I feel like it might motivate the team that you're not punting on. If you're punting on a game, you might as well be punting on a season. Andy Hart, someone that I disagree with a lot, talking about how this is just another game in August. Andy Hart on WEI. I mean, I just disagree when it comes to a game in August. These games coming up right now, I mean, the Royals, this could just be a game in September for all you know. You know, Kansas City, they're not that big of a deal. This is a playoff game for the Red Sox. This is the team that you were chasing. And in the first game of the series trying to set the tone, you punt. And you did set the tone. You did. You got swept. You told everybody you're an inferior team. And you're also fraudulent. You're not going to make the playoffs. The Red Sox fell to 6.5 back only because the Rangers lost. Because now the Rangers are falling as well. Houston's now comfortable, sitting comfy. This is the team that they had to beat. They had to beat the Red Sox, and they did. They crushed them. They showed everyone that they're superior. If the Rangers won, you would have been 7.5 out going into September 1st, but we're here. We're here 6.5 out on August 31st. Hoping to try to set something up, but I'm looking at what we have. Kansas City, Tampa, and then Baltimore. I mean, you can beat Kansas City, but you haven't shown that you can lately. Then you have Tampa. They've fallen off from their peak in the early season, but they're still way better. I hope they can beat Tampa. Baltimore, we'll see. I don't know if they can beat them. Baltimore and Tampa have had the Red Sox number all year. But those are the 3 series coming up. I don't know if you can compete really still in the wild card. I mean, you're going to try. Or are you, if you look at how things have been going. I just feel like this Astros stretch was your playoffs. Now, I think you're out of it. I think getting swept at home, just like when you got swept at home by Toronto, those are brutal. Those are just brutal. I think we'll wrap it up for now. The Patriots start in 10 days. So we'll have Baystate Pats with Pat starting soon. And then, yeah, the Celtics are coming and the Bruins. Those are going to be fun. I'll probably do the Bruins and Pat will probably do the Celtics. And you'll have your Nesson guy and CBS/NBC guy. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, everybody.